Right, hello, here we are everyone, Greenwich Point, hole 4. And the way that you're going to play this is going to vary in between what they give us in terms of a wind. With something that's into the wind like this, the best way that I recommend to go is over towards the right hand side. As you can see, right in towards this. Interested in seeing with that much curl if this holds the fairway. It's very, that's a bit too much curl. I wouldn't try to recommend going over towards the edge like that. It could very easily run through. So what I would recommend would be, just try to get it up this hill, more in line, much straighter, kind of similar to this, with just a little bit of counter curl. And I'm going to go relatively full here in terms of my wind, 11.2. You can probably play it with some elevation, especially going into some power. So we're at around 9 rings. So there's 5, there's 9. And as I mentioned, relatively full with a little bit of curl, just to kind of straighten out the line. As I mentioned, much more centered into this fairway here is kind of the best approach that I would recommend for this hole. As getting it right in the center is going to give you, the best opportunity to make sure that, you don't hit the rough. If you hit the rough there's going to be very few wind opportunities that you'll still be able to get to the green. So definitely something that makes your life a little bit harder. Now what I usually might do for this hole is I won't use any extra rings for this shot. However, because here you can see that it's going to be, significantly uphill, but in the situation where we get a straight wind, very similar to what you see in this video here, I'm going to add maybe about 10% of an elevation to make sure that I carry this far enough. So that's going to be about 11 rings. And, doesn't need to be absolutely perfect. I don't expect to be able to even really give this a chance towards the green. Here you can see kind of what I'm looking to do and just kind of curl it into the center of the green. And you can see that it played, roughly spot on that, plus 10%. As I mentioned, I wouldn't usually do that. I might usually use minus 10% for my ring adjustment for the elevation. But in this isolated case, into a straight headwind, you're going to need to go some extra adjustment. So let's see what we get for a shootout here. I'm going to split these videos up so I can put them kind of in separate folders and make them a little bit easier to sort for your viewing. And, good luck with that hole. That's going to be, the safest approach. If you get tailwinds, you can probably try to, I'm sure you've seen in the tournaments, some of them, that with tailwinds you can get it up to pitch distance with a little bit more aggressive drive. But I'll catch you guys on the next one, and see you guys on the shootout.